Hello everyone, welcome back to the world of werewolves. As I promised, I am back with another episode on what is actually truth about these werewolf legends and such. So even though the girdle and salve rite has it all, and it does, let's be honest, there are more chants associated, more ritual elemental things, and these are found in existing werewolf lore. The actual words that are used in the ritual, they're mostly for this psychodrama though. You know, it makes you have that overwhelming feeling. Old grimoires, they used to provide additional chants, but they always failed to appear anywhere else. You know? It wasn't because the entity didn't like the choice of words, but more likely to provide further ways more to deepen the psychodramatic reaction. This is why they added more chants. I think it's to add to the effect. Of course, I cannot tell you where these are from. Kind of unknown, really. But I will tell you the chant. Come, spirit, so powerful, come. Spirit so dread. From the home of the werewolf, the home of the dead. Come, give me thy blessing. Come, lend me thine ear, O spirit of darkness, O spirit so drear. Come, mighty phantom, come, great unknown, come from thy dwelling so gloomy. Come, I beseech thee, depart from thy lair, and body and soul shall be thine, I declare. Haste, 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 horrid spirit, haste. Speed, 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 scoring spirit, speed. Fast, 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 fateful spirit, fast, 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 fateful spirit, fast, 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 fateful spirit, fast. You're then supposed to strike your head 3 times on the ground instead of applying a salve or werewolf skin. Perhaps this is even more effective method of reaching an altered state of awareness because you are essentially knocking your own head. I don't know. But it's a way to lose consciousness anyway if you choose to do so. Especially if the area is rocky while you are bashing your head. So there are other chants that they make strong statements. And again, not just by knocking your head to the floor and trying to knock yourself out, but also the fact that you do not need girdle, you do not need salve, you just need the herbs, apparently. Make me a werewolf, make me a man-eater. Make me a werewolf, make me a woman-eater. Make me a werewolf, make me a child-eater. I pine for blood, human blood. Give it to me. Give it to me tonight. Great wolf spirits, give it to me. And heart, body and soul, I'm yours. Now you need to repeat that 6 times. Up to 6 times anyway. Though it's very short, and it is a short, and it's very simple as well, isn't it? It seems very simple in the way of turning into a werewolf. It's more of a earth reverence by kisses. You know, something you would use more for grounding effect. And grounding is literally when people expel extra energy in a ritual by directing it into the earth. And kisses are seldom used, obviously. But it can be quite calming, the ritual itself. It just sort of it depends. It does have a grounding aspect to it, so I suppose that would make it very calming, which is really bizarre when you think that you wanted to turn into a wolf. If we look at Russia, it's different, because we're looking at Russian werewolves, and according to legend, Russian werewolves have a barbed tongue in human form, Think wisely before choosing to become this type of lycanthrope. You'll be instantly recognisable by day. The spell itself, though it will be written in Russian, I'm pretty sure it's been changed over time. So it's may have been chopped down or something. I don't know. It may have been cut out and reformed. It's hard to tell. But as it stands, the rite begins with venturing into the forest and finding a chopped down aspen tree, or one that was hit by lightning, or perhaps one you just find that is cut down. Personally, the one in my book states that it should be naturally formed stump. You need a copper knife. Stab the stump, then walk around the tree saying the following. You need nothing else for this, just these things. In the wide, sweeping ocean, on the island of Bujan, on the open plain the moon shines on the aspen stump. Into the green wood, into the gloomy vale. Towards the herd creeps a shaggy wolf, his fangs sharpened for the horned cattle. But into the woods the wolf does not go, he dives not into the shadowy vale. Moon, moon, golden-horned moon. Melt the bullet, blunt the hunter's knife, splinter the shepherd's staff, cast terror upon all cattle, upon men and all creeping things, that they may not seize the grey wolf, that they may not rend his warm hide. My word is binding, firmer than sleep, more binding than the promise of heroes. Now after the last line you have to jump over the tree stump 3 times to complete the rite. When you are done with your night of prowling, you can come back, remove the knife and turn into human form. Of course, remember you will have lack of proper thumbs, they may be longer. You might even have lack of proper thought. Someone may have even stolen your knife. Therefore, changing back might be quite difficult. That is the one that's in my spell book, but it does not specify an aspen tree, as this one does that I've just found. But that's the one I was telling you about in the previous one, turning to the Russian wolf. It just specifies a tree stump, it does not specify the kind of tree, and it specifies a knife that must have been made from your own hands. So, if it's not possible to provide enough warnings against the use or ingestion of bizarre mixtures from grimoires, it's still interesting though, isn't it? An authentic recipe for a werewolf transformation ointment. Does it make people want to use it? Let's look at a 1615 recipe. De la lycanthropie et ecstasy des sorceries, pagine d'ignorant en inord. Belladonna root, nightshade, the blood of bats and poos, aconite, celery, sulphuric nightshade, soot, cinquefoil calamus, parsley, poplar leaves, opium, henbane, hemlock, varieties of poppy, crustaceans. Now, how do you beat that? Giovanna di Ripoti's Natural Magic, 1658, was warned about such ingredients, if you choose to use them. The descriptions are not wolf-related though, but they illustrate an imagined feeling of shape-shifting, not actually shape-shifting. By drinking said potion, the man would seem sometimes to be changed into a fish, flinging out his arms. He would swim on the ground. Sometimes he would seem to skip up and dive down again. Another would believe himself turned into a goose and would eat grass and beat the ground with his teeth. This he did with mandrake, deadly nightshade, and henbane. Do not touch those mixtures. They are extremely deadly. I advise you against it. It's not good to put such things together, and you need extensive knowledge to be able to use such ingredients. So I know they seem mystifying and worth having a go sometimes. Do not. They are killers. It's very simple. They kill. It's what they do. And that is something that we don't want to do now, do we? So please, avoid them. Don't try them. Don't attempt them. Don't go near them. Very dangerous mixtures. But saying that, that is how you supposedly turn into a werewolf. Thank you for listening, and many blessings.